Hello students, a very good afternoon to you all. How are you feeling now after 5 days long break you have after continuous classes? So I hope you are very happy and enjoying your time of vacations, but we do not have to forget about the syllabus also, because very soon we will have our exams, and that is the priority for we student and teachers to focus on the completion of syllabus. So let's see in short what we have discussed before the holidays. We were discussing the second chapter from your 7th class literature reader, The Gift of Chappals. We have already discussed the story explanation part was over. Question answers, comprehensions we have discussed. We discussed the if clause, and in continuation of if clause now we are on the point where we have to continue the next exercise given in your textbook. So here I am sure that you will be now able to solve this, because only 2 blanks are there to fill, and then some of the speaking activities are given where you need to drill yourself, you need to think yourself and share your opinions, so that you can check yourself on that condition, and then what will be your decision, that we are going to discuss. So let's see what exercise we have to do in the beginning. As we have discussed if clause, the sentence that starts with if, putting a condition and having incomplete sense, and that clause completes, this is we can say incomplete clause or subordinate clause, completes with the help of the next statement, next sentence or next part of the sentence or the second main clause. Like this here you can see we have discussed earlier, you can remember here. These 3 sentences we discussed, and 2 more sentences were there which I told you to solve yourself, so that we can understand whether you understood or you got the concept clearly or not. Now here we are discussing those 2 remaining questions and then next question. So the sentences are: be polite to people, they will also be polite to you. So what is here now? It starts with be. This starts with B. So first we will need to go with the exercise. Be polite to people means, now as we have discussed, when subject is not given you have to take it you as a subject. So you will write here, if you be polite to people, or be form of verb we can, if you are polite to people, they will also be polite to you. If you will be polite to people, they will also be polite to you. Okay? So in this way you can complete this sentence. Next, don't tease the dog, it will bite you. So now again don't is there, we have discussed that we have to remove this negation and we have to use if clause there. So let if, then subject is not given, that means you is understood. If you tease the dog, then it will remove here, comma will come, it will bite you. So it is sure that if you are going to tease the animal, it will react. So the same condition is given here, if you tease the dog, it will bite you. So here we have completed these 2 remaining sentences, and I hope the sentences which we have discussed, they are having the same answers which you have tried. So it is easy for you to understand how to use if clause in your sentences. Now let us see the next exercise given here, fill in the blanks in the following paragraph. Now here you can see few blanks are given and the verbs are given in the bracket, and surely you have to continue this exercise with the same if clause. As you can see here, use of if in the beginning of the sentences. Now what is given here? Fill in the blanks in the following paragraph. Now it is a small paragraph. What is given here? Today is Sunday. I am wondering whether I should stay at home or go out. Now the person is puzzled, confused. 2 of the options the person has, either staying home or going outside. Now what will happen? Let us see, it is given. If I dash out, I dash the lovely Sunday lunch at home. So now if this condition fulfills, the result of this condition will be this one. And next is, if I dash for lunch, verb is stay, I dash the Sunday film showing at Archana theatre. So here two options are given. If any of the option the person follows, he or she has to miss the another one. So what will come here now? See, if if the person decides the first option, that is go. So if the person decide to go out, if I go out, see, as this is the condition in present, we have used here go in present, but now the result will come in the coming future. So we have to fill this blank with future tense. So if I go out, what will happen? Miss the lovely lunch at home. So here I will miss, this will happen, possibility. I will miss the lovely Sunday lunch at home. And if now again we have stay, so we will use here stay home for lunch, then what will happen? I will miss, again the another possibility, I will miss the Sunday film showing at Archana theatre. So both the options, if condition is there, I think I will go out and see the film only to avoid getting too fat. So what person is saying? Okay, I will avoid the lunch so that I can avoid the extra calories. Instead of that, I will enjoy the film in the Archana theatre. In this way, the condition we have completed and the decision is also done here by the person, taken by the person. So this is the exercise we have completed with the help of if clause. Now let's see what is next in the book. Complete each sentence below by appropriately using any one of the following. Now you have here three options given, and then you have to fill the correct option in the given blanks. So what is this first? First is given if you want to, this is the first option. If you don't want to, and if you want him to. So now here these two actions are giving the reference that the person is expecting himself or not expecting himself to do it himself, but this another one is if you want someone to do it for you. So that is the purpose here. Okay. So like example I can give, you can see the recorded lectures if you want. You can you don't ask me queries if you don't want, and if you can ask your friend to come and attend the class if you want him to do it for you. So in this way we can use these three phrases or three clauses we can say. Now see what is the first sentence. Don't go to the theatre, then he will post your letter. Please use my pen. He will lend you his umbrella. My neighbor Ramesh will take you to the doctor. Don't eat it. Now here we have to see first from whom we are expecting to be to get these actions done. So here it is given, don't go to the theatre. It is asked to us, don't go to the theatre. So obviously it is our choice. It is asking about the person's choice. So the answer can be, now here we have negation. So obviously the answer here will come in negation, and what is the answer in negation? If you don't want to. So don't go to the theatre if you don't want to. What does it means? That we are not forcing you, okay. We are going to theatre because it is our plan. If you want to join, you can. If you don't want, don't go, okay. So in this way it is used. Now next sentence is, he will post your letter. Now here the work is expected to be done by someone else, okay. So obviously it is not for you, it is for someone else. So what you have to do here? He will post your letter, then if you want him to, if you want him to means if you allow him, he will post the letter for you. So here we have to think that this action will be completed the condition is given here that if this condition will be fulfilled, then only this verb will be done or this action will be done. Now, please use my pen. Now, someone is allowing or we are allowing someone to use the pen. So, what we will do here, which option will come? Obviously, it is assertive. We are not using any negative sense here, and it is not asked to someone else to do. So, we have option here if you want to. So, please use my pen if you want to. So, if you want to use, you can use my pen in the same way. Now, he will lend you his umbrella. Again, we have someone third person to complete the action, but when he will complete that action, when you will allow him to do. So, what we will use here? If you want him to. If you want him to. If you want him to use, he will use the umbrella. If you will lend him, if you will give him, then only he will use, otherwise not. And the last is, second last, my neighbor Ramesh will take you to the doctor. Again we are talking about someone third person, Ramesh. So, what will happen here? Will take you to the doctor if you want him to. If you want him to, if you want Ramesh to take you to doctor, he will surely take you. So, here we will use if you want him to. The last is don't eat it. Again we have negation. So, I already told you we have negation means our answer will also come in negative. If you don't want to. If you don't want to eat, don't eat it. It is not compulsory. Okay, so, in this way you have. Okay. So, I hope you understood this one. Let's I am giving you few of the questions, practice questions, 2-3 sentences only, and you try to solve it, and then I will see whether you are able to do it or not, but you need to give me responses, you need to tell me. Okay. So, this is for homework practice I am giving you. So, you can write like this. Come on time now. Okay. Then teacher will help you now. Okay. And the last is you can have here I may, or we will take it another one, I may not, or we will take another one, no issue, it will be little confusing for you. Okay. We will take it here. I can stop this music. Okay. Now, you can complete it. So, these 3 sentences I have given you for practice. Come on time, teacher will help you, I can stop this music. Now, which of the 3 options you will feel to complete the sentences is up to you, and according to meaning you can find. So, you have to choose the appropriate answer and complete this exercise. Okay. So, this one question is completed here. Let us see what is next we have to see. Now, speaking and writing, yes, you need to speak and writing. So, first we will discuss it here and then you can write it yourself. What is given here? Discuss in small groups. Actually, we need to discuss it in a small group. So, offline it is quite easy to have such type of that exercises or activities. to make you feel confident, to provide you platform to express your ideas and your opinions, and at the same time to flourish your language. But it's okay, that is whatever we have at present, it's not also less. So I'll discuss something with you, and then I'll tell you something, and then you can have chance to write your answers, to share your opinions. So what actually we have to discuss about? If you want to give away something of your own to the needy, would it be better to ask your elders first? As we have seen in the chapter that three of the children, Ravi, Mridu and Meena, their intention was not wrong. They wanted to help that poor beggar. They wanted to make him free from those blisters or something like that. They wanted him to be little comfortable in that sunny noon time, and that's why they gifted him chappal. But the mistake was that they gifted him chappal of someone else. It was of the music teacher, and for that even they didn't show any concern or any sincerity or maturity to go and take permission from the elders of the house. So knowing the story and the conflicts arise afterwards in the story, or the problems arise in the story afterwards, do you feel that if the children wants to gift someone or give someone to something to someone, they have to take permission of the elders? Do you feel so? Is it necessary, is it compulsory, or it should be mandatory for the children to ask the elders before gifting something? Okay, so what answers can be given? See, some of the children may say that according to story, according to Rukumani's opinion, if we see, so she said that if the children want to gift something to someone, and that is all from their own possession, on their belongings, if they have their own material and they want to give it to the others, then obviously children will say that there is no need to ask the elders, because it is our belonging and we want to give it. Okay, so that may be opinion, that the people, if they are interested to donate or gift their own things, it's up to them, the children can give it to themselves, they do not need to ask their parents. But still the question comes here that do the children have that much understanding or that much sincerity to decide what to be given and what not? So in that case, because maybe they have some valuable things and all, and in friendship may they do not think about that money value and all. So one more opinion can be shared here, that though the things are belonging of children, they want to gift the things from their own possession, but still these things are provided to them by their parents are paying money for that, their parents are doing lots of efforts to provide them these things. So surely children have to ask to their parents before donating or gifting anything to their friends or someone else. It means that children, considering not too mature to take the decisions about the things to be gifted or not, they should at least take a concern of their parents, they should have a discussion with their parents, so that they will be able to take the right decision. Okay. Or we can also say that one more opinion can be shared here, that it depends on the situation and the person, and even the thing which you would like to give. Like suppose a small of children in the class, they want to give any of the pencil to their friend because they have 2 or extra pencils with them and their friend needs it, then okay, they can decide. Okay. So depending on the situation, depending on the things that is expected to be given or whatever like that, based on condition the decision should be taken, based on the that situation, based on the person to whom you want to give it, what do you want to give it. So based on that, depending on that, it should be decided whether the children should take permission of parents or not. If they have to give any of the valuable thing to someone needy, so surely they should once consult with their parent, they should take their permission, that might possible they have something else in place of that, so their parents can give you better suggestion, or something that is you feel is not too important for you, but your parents know how important it is for you and how costly it is, your parents have paid a lots of money, so they may decide whether the thing should be given or not. So this type of different opinions may people have. So I have discussed 3 possible replies for this answer, 3 possible answers for this question. You may have another answer, you may have different opinion for it, you may have any other situation to describe to prove your opinion. Okay. So that now it's up to you. From my side I have given you the possibilities. Now you can have your own answer, you can share your own opinions in written form, you can write it. Now the next question is given, is there someone of your age in the family who is very talkative? Do you find her or him interesting and impressive or otherwise? Share your ideas with others in the group. Now, who was talkative in the story? Ravi. He was so talkative, no? He told so many things about MP Punnai and his relation with the royal family and Rishi King, Rishi Cat and all these things. So he was found very talkative in the story. So do you have any of such a person in your family, in your neighborhood, in your relations or in your classmates or any friend circle who is too much talkative, excess they are talking? And if you have, then what do you feel? Is it acceptable? It is appreciative? You find it motivative or something interesting, or you feel it too much boring and irritating that full time they keep chattering like that. So depends, might be some of the people are too talkative, but whenever they talk, whenever they say something, that is always found motivational, inspiring, useful and heart soothing for you. So you can say, yes, I have my this relative or friend or someone, he or she is very talkative, but I like to be with that person because his stories or his talks motivate me and all that. And if you feel someone's talking is unwanted, negative or irritating, and then that way you can have your answers for this question. So as they are based, these questions are based on your own opinion, your own experiences, your own ideas, your own beliefs. So you can write answers in your own ways. Now last is given here in this question, has Rukumani done exactly the same as the children? In your opinion, then it is right for one party to blame the other. Do you feel what mistakes Ravi, Meena and Mridu did? The same mistake was repeated by Rukumani by giving someone else chappal to another person as a gift. So yes, we have already discussed in the time of explanation that the children had the mistake that they gifted the chappals of music teacher to the beggar, thinking about his poor condition, but finally they were another's belongings, the slippers were not their own, and music master was not ready to give them, music master was not asked even to give those chappals to the beggar. So obviously it was a wrong thing they did, and that's why that Rukumani, Ravi and Mina's mother and Mridu's aunt somewhat scolded them and was angry on them. So Rukumani did the same thing. She gifted Gopu Mama's chappal to music teacher. Even she didn't ask Gopu Mama about that. She didn't even taken permission or something. So she gifted the chappals to teacher because even she wanted to help the teacher by giving the chappal, because he had to go back to his home that in that hot noon time. So if we will see on the one side, both of their actions were same. So do you feel that Rukumani is in a right part and she has any right to blame the children or to scold the children? So you may think, or means one opinion we can say, yes, she was wrong, she did the same thing what children did, so obviously she has no right to scold the children. But if we will see the another side of the coin, you will come to know that whatever children did, that was, yes, their intentions were not good, that intentions were not bad, their intentions were good, but still they had to take permission of the music teacher because they were not forced to give the slippers to the beggar. They were not demanded to make it compulsory. They were not it was not compulsory for them. If they didn't have anything, they could even refuse the beggar ki sorry, we do not have anything, now you have to leave the place, either after some time you leave the place. They had a choice. But in the case of Rukumani, she was forced by the children's misbehavior, or we can say mischieving. She was forced to give Gopu Mama's chappals to the music teacher to just repay the children's act, or to that compensate, we can say, children's act, because this was the children's mistake, that was the children's mistake, that they took the master's slipper, music teacher's slipper, and given it to beggar. If Rukumani had an option, any other option, she might have taken it, but at that time, to just manage the children's mistake and to reduce the music teacher's anger, she had no option. Though she took Gopu Mama's slippers without his permission, but that was the need of the condition, and that's why we can say that somewhat Rukmani was not be blamed, she was not be blamed for doing the same act what children did. So this is what again opinions I shared. You may have your own feelings, your own opinion for this answer. So you can have it, you can write it. So now here we have completed 2 questions from the speaking and writing exercise. Now let us see what do we have in the next one. It is read the following. A group of children in your class are going to live in a hostel. Now you have a condition, one condition is put in front of you, and what you have to do in situation. They have been asked to choose a person in the group to share a room with. So this hostel, the children who are in the hostel, now they have to decide with whom they would like to share the room. They would choose the person as their room partner. So obviously before choosing anyone as the room partner, if it is children's choice, they will need to know someone, they will need to know each other. So what you have to give here, they are asking each other questions to decide who they would like to share a room with. So now they have a choice, they would share some feelings, they would share some answer some questions with the children, they will ask each other some questions, and then they will decide who will be the good group partners, who will be able to share that rooms together comfortably. So now what type of questions are given here? So we have some of the questions, and now we need to fill the answers for this one. So this is given, it is given here, ask one another questions about likes, dislikes, preferences, hobbies, personal characteristics, use the following questions and sentence openings. So here you need to frame the answers, some questions are left incomplete, we have to complete them. The questions are based on the likings, dislikings, hobbies and preference, means what the person would like to take in the priority based on that. So we will try to complete the questions and answers here. Okay, let us see. First is given, what do you enjoy after school? So now the person wants to you ask about the recreation, about the leisure time activity of the person. So suppose this question is asked to me, I will write there, I enjoy playing games with my friend. So after school, I like to spend some time with my friends. It may possible any of the person like to watch TV after school, any of the person wants to take a short sleep, someone wants to spend time with the family members. So answer may vary person to person. Now next is, what do you like in general? Normally in general, what do you like? So I like watching TV. So in general, if I need to spend my time, nothing if I have with me, so I like to watch TV. You can write, I like reading books. Okay, in this way you can answer. In general means normally what would you like to do in free time. Then do you play any game? Okay, now answer is, question is asked, do you play any game? And the answer is in negative, I don't like. So what do you think, the person doesn't like a game? So it is quite rare that children don't like to play games, but if the answer is in negation, you can complete it like this, like I don't like indoor games, I play outdoor games. So, the answer starts with negation, no problem, but the option is given that indoor games are not liked by the person, outdoor games are liked. It may possible I don't like outdoor games, I like to play indoor games like carom and chess and all. Okay. Then, would you mind if I listen to music after dinner? Now, person is asking that I like to listen some music after dinner. So, if you will be my room partner, will you have any problem? So, what will be the answer? I wouldn't. Now, I wouldn't means what? What answer is given here? So, here we can say I wouldn't mind means I have no problem. I love music, or I too love music, I love music too. Like this you can write the answer, means the person will have no objection if someone is playing music in the room. Then it is given, will it be alright if I? Now, what is there the person would like to do, and was asking the person that whether the person, the next person will be comfortable or not. So, if it is given, will it be alright if I keep studying late night, if I keep the switch on, if I use the fan on full speed, or if I don't switch on fan, or something like that you can write down. You can write, will it be alright if I study for late night? Okay. So, the person may say it is fine with me even I study late, or if it is there, will it be alright if I keep the switch on, light on? So, it is fine with me, I have no problem, like that. Now, is there anything you dislike particularly? Now, about the liking we have done, now disliking. So, here given, well, I can't share. Now, what the person doesn't like to share? I can't share my belongings, I can't share my pillow, I can't share my personal life. Like this, any of the thing which person doesn't like can be made here clear. Now, do you like to attend parties? Direct question. So, you can write, oh, I love parties. This answer you can give, or oh, I like to attend parties. Like this you can have answer. Would you say you are? Now, what type of person you are? Okay. Would you say you are a good friend, a kind person? Like this you can ask about the person's personality. You can ask about what type of person he or she is. Would you say you are what type of person? Okay. Or a creative person, a friendly person. So, let us say I think I am creative, or I am social, I am cooperative, I am friendly. So, any of the question you can ask and you can expect the answer according to that question. So, in this way you have to complete this series of questions and answers, experiencing or thinking about the questions you would like to share with the person who is going to be a room partner. Okay. So, here we have completed this exercise also. Now, let us see what do we have next. Now, here this one answer for the question which we have in the beginning earlier, that do you feel the ostrich buries its head in the ground, and all this answer is given which we have already discussed. So, here nothing is left to discuss. So, here we can say we have completed our second chapter from your literature reader. Next class we are going to start the very first poem from your literature reader, The Squirrel. So, don't miss the class, get ready for the explanation and start learning the exercises and the question answers based on this chapter and the previous chapter which we have discussed. So, very soon we will be together with new topic. Till then, thank you.